We've got a treat for you in this week's video, our visit to Brooks Falls in Katmai National Park. We've been planning this Alaska camping road trip for over a year now, and this is the one leg that everything else was built around. Staying at Brooks Camp is extremely competitive. There's a lottery 2 years in advance for the lodge, and campsite booking opens up 6 months in advance and is full within milliseconds. We snagged a campsite for one night, July the 16th, so we're going to Brooks Camp. I'm Mike.
Hi, and I'm Fiona.
We're a newly retired expat British couple living in the USA. We're on a mission to visit all 63 US national parks. Please mash the like and subscribe button to follow along on our journey. Aside from the competitiveness of the booking process, the logistics of getting to Brooks Camp are onerous. We flew Anchorage to King Salmon, shuttle bus to the river, and then an hour-long, uncomfortable water taxi ride to Brooks Camp. Once there, we were required to attend bear school, where we learned how to stay safe and keep the bears safe. Finally, we got to pitch our tent inside an electric fenced area. We did visit the falls the first evening and had dinner at the lodge, but we pick up the story the next day. I got up early to walk a little over a mile to the falls. Okay, there's Fiona at the food cache, and here's our rather primitive pit toilets. We're camped. We've switched tent so we can backpack in here. And this orange, tiny little orange tent here on the left is ours. It was a bit of a squeeze last night, I can tell you. It's probably classed as a 3-man tent, but it barely fit the two of us. Anyway, here's the score. We're safely in the campsite. We hope to be safely in the campsite for the next 2 nights as well, but we don't really have a booking. If that doesn't work out, we're going to have to walk 1.5 miles away from this compound and rough camp. Not a prospect I'm looking forward to. Anyway, this is how it works. We're about 400 yards maybe camped inside the electric fence away from the ranger station and the lodge, and on the other side of the ranger station and the lodge is the path to the bridge and the Brooks Falls. This area is unprotected by fences, so there are bears roaming around here. It's eminently possible that we come across one, but we're encouraged to talk as we walk so the bears aren't surprised by us. So I'll keep up this dialogue. As we walk along, we're kind of walking parallel to the shore of the lake. The bears have been walking along that beach all night, I'm sure, because they were there all through yesterday evening around the lodge through this area. I think cause any problems, but they do cause a bit of alarm when they stroll through here. And this region here is where the ranger station is, and the school, the bear school. We have to all sit through 20 minutes of instruction on how to deal with the bears and how to stay safe, keep our food locked away, etc. There's a collection of buildings here, so I'll turn off and pick it up when we're on the other side of this little compound. So we have a bear blocking our path to the bridge. Actually to side of the river, so I'm going to let the ranger deal with this bear that's hanging around, just sleeping really. Cub there, keeping the cub warm. So I've just entered a safe area, I suppose, the bridge over the river, and it sounds like the ranger stopped shooing off the bear, so I assume that bear has walked off. The good news is that if it's walked in my direction, I'll be above it and it can just walk freely to the river. All right, let's go into the bear safe area. Not all the walk to Brooks Falls is bear safe, by the way, I hasten to add. There's about 3/4 of a mile of it where you're walking amongst them, but here's the bridge with several viewing areas over the river. We'll probably see some bears knocking around here, so I'll keep the camera rolling. Oh, I can see a couple in the middle of the river. Certainly, yeah. There's there's two in the middle of the river. Let's zoom in on those. There they are. Oh, they're diving for fish. Wow. Yeah, so access to Brooks Falls is over this river. Oh, there's one. Look at that beautiful bear. Ho, 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 ho. That area over there, looking out from the bridge, is kind of very close to where the floatplanes land, and there's a bear in the sea, a couple of bears. Here we are, the door to the elevated boardwalk. I'm somewhat safer, I would say, once I get inside here. Easy enough. Not many people around. Oh, here's the point where you can choose whether to go to the actual falls down this way or to another platform, which I'm going to do. We didn't do this last night. It's further away, but I've got a long lens, so it might actually suit me better, but we'll see. We've got a big bear right up ahead. Look at this beauty. And several bears on the falls. That's the scene. Oh, one sprinting across. Let's zoom in a little bit. Okay, now we've taken the other path, the one signposted Brooks Falls, which has one more bear-proof door. I'd booked a full-day bus tour to the site of the Nova Rupta volcanic eruption of 1912, so I headed back to meet up with Fiona. The eruption was the largest volcanic event of the 20th century and was the reason the national park was created in the first place.
The elephant in the room is that we still don't have a camping permit for tonight and tomorrow. As things stand, we have to backpack our gear about 2 miles away from the electrified fenced campground and set up the tent in the wilderness. It's a problem that's been playing on our minds for months and certainly kept me awake last night. There are definitely bears out there, but also wolves and lynx. Our hope was that a cancellation came through, but we're learning that internet bots snag these cancellations within milliseconds, and we don't even have internet connectivity. We tried to put this to the back of our mind as we enjoyed the hike to the Nova Rupta ash field. When we returned to camp, I dashed over to the tent site. We'd made a friend over dinner last night, and he said that if the weather cooperated, he'd be leaving 2 days early and he'd leave his camping permit next to our tent. And he did. Not sure how official this was, but we had a permit to remain inside the electric fence for the remainder of our stay.
We fell into a routine of avoiding Brooks Falls during the day visitor rush. We visited the falls from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. and then made it back to the lodge before dinner closed at 8 p.m. What can I say about this opportunity to photograph brown bears in the wild? I think I'll just let our photos and videos give you a sense of this amazing experience. Slapping his jaw together.
He's probably had a good lunch.
Woo. Yeah. wait here. Take a video. Well, that's the end of our stay in Katmai National Park at Brooks Falls. What a privilege it was to stay here. It's absolutely amazing and sad to be leaving, really.
It was stunning, and all of the staff that work here, hats off to them. They do a fantastic job.
Yeah, the logistics are crazy. It feels like an expedition to the South Pole or something, but there's a hot meal in the lodge and a bar at the end of the day as well. It's just a fabulous place to visit.
And today we're going to have an exciting adventure. We have to leave on a float plane.
Right.
The wind is too high for the taxi, the water taxi, to run, so we had to quickly switch to an aeroplane.
Yeah, actually we could show you that in the background here. I think that is our plane on the beach that will take us out of here. So we'll get some footage of that and put it on, but catch us in the next video when we're going to visit the Kenai Peninsula and a couple of national parks down there. So till that next video, we'll sign off.
See ya.